the guy whose name's Wall Dang, so he sounds like he's directly from Africa.
Well, what I want to know is he implying that because he's black, he's going to be two-faced?
I don't think that's what it was, but then again, if you're going to talk about metaphors, you should probably stay away from the color thing, and he didn't.
Well, he didn't actually say black. He said African. All right, so is he implying
unless
that...
it's South Africa, you're black, Greg.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's more of a cultural thing than
which is still racist
color thing. Well, he's not saying the black guy.
No, but
he's saying the African.
Saying, those Africans.
So, but what I want to is he saying that because he's African, he's gonna switch up his story?
No, he's saying because I guess there was talks with the Hawks about joining them, and then he went and joined the Heat last minute.
But that statement was followed right after he said he's got a little African in him.
He's
like, but it's not a bad thing. But he'll sell you something. He has this
facade in the front, but he'll sell you shit in the back
because he's African.
Because he's African.
So he's saying because he's African, he's two-faced.
He's saying he owns a bodega.
He's got a thatch roof.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Anyways, Danny Ferry, because of his asshole statement, is taking a leave of absence, and he's already checked himself into sensitivity training.
So let's get this count. The Hawks owner voluntarily is going to sell the team.
Yes.
And Danny Ferry voluntarily suspends himself from the team. Sounds like they want out of Atlanta to me. I don't know about you.
They want what?
They want out of Atlanta, in my opinion.
Oh, maybe.
I don't think.
Hot Atlanta.
Because why would you get yourself out when nobody... Ooh. I mean, Silver came out and said, what Danny Ferry said isn't that racist.
They're going to go buy a new team in Seattle.
Right.
Yeah, smart. The only white people up there.
Get out of Atlanta.
It's the only white people up there. That's where they want to be. They don't like the people with African in them.
No, not at all.
They've made it very clear.
They don't know how to market to the African crowd.
Apparently. Right. Or they try not to.
Right. They were hoping the Wall Dane could because he's so African.
Right. There was a recording of this conversation, but the audio was really bad, so I chose not to play it because I don't think you guys would really catch it. But he did say he's got a little African in him, then went on to basically say he's two-faced because of that.
He was meant two-faced, but there was color involved in there, so you got to be have a little more foresight than that.
And you need to separate those statements if you're not being racist.
Say, I don't mean because he's black.
Right.
I mean because he's two-faced.
Right. What you need to say is he's got a little African in him, so maybe we could use that to market towards the African-American fans, period. By the way, I've heard he's a little two-faced.
Now, let me ask you, if you're Luol Deng, are you going to Miami, where there's a rich history of winning, or are you going to Atlanta, where they don't even know how to market to black people?
And I think it's like 50-50 black people down there. First of all, let's not say Miami has a rich history.
Well,
they have a recent
history.
History. Yeah, and
they're not that old, but they have a lot of wins in that time.
They have 3 championships.
They have 3 championships, and how long have they been around? Since '89, so 20-something years.
Lakers have more since '89.
Yeah, but they're the Lakers. That's a dynasty.
So does Boston. So did the Bulls.
Boston doesn't have more since '89. No, they only have the one championship.
It was before '89.
So I think Miami, other than the Bulls, has the third most.
Even the Rockets have 2 since '89.
Yeah, so the Miami Heat has the third most since '89.
So they have
that's a rich history of winning.
Sure, why not?
Since you're only 25 years old and you've got 3 titles.
Sure, why not?
And they're not the Lakers.
Dick.
Or the Celtics.
Or the Bulls.
I mean, the Suns have been around a long time. They have none.
Yeah, they have no history of winning.
They have history of losing in big games.
They have a history of giving us their shitty coaches.
That's true.
What else? The U.S. wins gold in the FIBA World Cup. Who cares?
Yeah.
Typical. Yeah. Oh, we won in the World Cup in basketball?
We demolished. That was the story. Like, USA demolishes, I forget what team, in the final.
Serbia.
That's right.
Syria.
I think it's...
Something with an S.
Can't remember.
Doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Chauncey Billups says it's just time. He's retiring.
He's right. It is time.
I think so. He had a good run. I like Chauncey.
He said, look, my body can't do what my mind wants to do.
Yeah.
So it's time to hang him up.
His mind is telling him no.
How
but his body.
Right.
His body.
Saying no.
It's telling me yes.
How bad is that to be an elite level athlete? A man who had almost a dynasty in Detroit. They didn't win enough titles.
I think he had some African in him.
He does have some.
I was about ready to cut your mic.
But like that rich history, and he was the leader of that team, and then just not able to just even play.
He was the bad boy.
Like he can't play consecutive games without being hurt.
Yeah, Steve Nash syndrome.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
I would hate it.
He was good on the Clippers before he started getting hurt too much. He was definitely an asset, but just went downhill with injuries.
Wasn't it the Achilles with him?
Yeah. That was first.
Look at Tracy McGrady. The man resorts to pitching in baseball because he needs to get sports out of his body.
He's already retired.
The guy was on path to being one of the great players of all time, and just his body failed him.
Yeah. So. Diana Taurasi, WNBA helps Mercury sweep the Sky win their third world title.
Let's put this into perspective. Phoenix Mercury been around 15 years?
I have no idea.
3 world titles. Phoenix Suns been around 30, 40 years. No world titles.
What team is Brittany Griner on?
The Phoenix Mercury.
Okay.
They dominated.
It's an
year.
unfair advantage to have the only male in the woman league.
I'm not sure. I think they either swept throughout the playoffs or only lost one game.
Well, they swept the Sky, and like I said, when you have the only dude,
they swept this guy.
Yeah, got the broom and just threw it up high. When you have the only dude in a league full of women, I think it's unfair.
It's not, you have a little man in you,
right? Well, she's gonna give you her little man.
Whoa.
That's probably pretty big, actually. It's probably bigger than ours.
Yes, sure.
And then finally, Lamar wants Chloe back. He's sad without her. And yeah, that was her response.
Did she just break up with her boyfriend?
She broke up with, what's his name? Like French ass face or something
Paris,
like that?
French something.
It's French something.
French
Martinez, asshole.
Something.
French Martini?
I can't remember.
That's a wrestler.
It's a lame name, though.
What's the somebody Martini is a wrestler. Ring of Honor. Anyways, he wants Chloe back, and now that she's single again, apparently they said that she would invite him to places where she was going to be with French asshole just to make him look bad and stuff. I don't know.
Really?
Who knows? Honestly, who cares?
They're so rich they're bored with regular mundane things like dating.
I'm bored talking about them.
Man, let's get over that.
Let's wrap the show up. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you once again to Suzanne for hanging out with us and talking a little domestic violence and helping us wrap our head around the whole situation. If you want to check her out, don't forget Suzanne-Perry.com. Get her at Susie P. Rocks on the old twat box, as well as on Facebook at Susie P. Rocks. Check out all her stuff. Let her know that you heard her here, and then maybe she'll come back when she's in town. That'd be awesome to have her in studio and maybe do a little follow up to the whole situation and all that good stuff. Mike is shuffling papers.
Sorry,
it's fine. Just got distracted. Squirrel.
I'm just prepping for the great ending of the show.
Oh, I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing. And then, of course, ways to get a hold of us. It's thecharitystrike.com, facebook.com/thecharitystrike. At the Charity Strike, there's no E on that Twitter handle because, well, we were drunk. And 805-419-3679 is the number to call. You can sext and text and all that good stuff. If you guys see Midlife roaming the streets, you might find him outside of whatever sells the cheapest beer, CVS, dollar store, I don't know. He looks rather homeless and white trashy. Just let us know. You can tweet at us that you saw him. It'd be good.
Yeah, we need to know where he is.
We just want to make sure he's okay and drunk still. When he's sober, he gets cranky. So thanks again for listening, and we'll talk to you guys next week. Good night, everybody.
Lamar!